wonderful afternoon, guys. Hopefully this works. I've already got a warning that the stream might be a little lower quality. Guess it's because it's Saturday afternoon and it's on kind of a holiday weekend. Looks like everybody in the area is probably sitting on the internet. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm sorry I'm a little bit early. I just wanted to get the quality issues out of the way and just kind of give everybody a chance to arrive. So, cheers, guys. Coffee this time. Steve, I'm glad you're here. Happy Thanksgiving. I know you guys don't celebrate it in the UK, but thank you. So, you doing all right? Oh, three people. Okay. Is the quality okay? Like I said, I had a little thing pop up when I started this stream, saying might have some quality problems. Howdy, Russ. For those of you who don't know, Russ from Wild West Shaving Company. Incidentally, these guys, what we'll be using today. Quality is okay, not the best. Okay. Hope it does improve. I've turned everything off here in the house, so if there's any quality problems, it's likely to be not on my end. It's somewhere in between. So yeah, hope everybody is doing well this Saturday afternoon. Got over the big feast. Let's call it that. I know I was stuffed. Kevy, I'm glad you could make it. To be quite honest, about an hour ago I watched your video. Pick on Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram the last hour and a half, 2 hours. So, I'll definitely check it out as soon as I'm done here. So yeah, Kevy, sorry to hear about that mess with the fine soaps. That's kind of screwed. Oh, that one, yes. The the toe pick. I actually commented on that one. I'm pretty sure it was you. And golden steel. Well, I'm glad you could make it. I'm not gonna read that one. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, it should be. Yeah, the fine soap thing, that's kind of odd. Maybe it was a mix-up at the factory, or at the at Fine Soaps, where they put the wrong packaging on the wrong soap. Yeah, now you need the aftershave. You're not talking about this one, are you? Oh, you do? Oh, that's fantastic. I still have to get a bunch of the, since I've got the American blend and the platinum, now I'm going to have to go see to get the aftershaves. Arthur, glad you could make it. So, okay, well, looks like we've got a little crowd together. Let's get into this. As you can see by the picture, today we shall be using the Wild West Shaving Company Private Reserve #2. And to be quite honest, I'm glad I got it. I was considering. Those of you follow me on Instagram, there is a nice little mail call picture. I've got a few of them, which I do not have with me right now. They're stashed away. Would you be interested in them? In seeing them? Then I'll go get them real quick. But yeah, to just kind of awkward silence. This is what it looks like. Okay, yes, all right. This is what it looks like. A medium soft soap. You can put your finger in it. And the scent is fantastic. Russ, you did a great number on this one. Now, let me get the other ones. Here we are. All right, where was I? Private Reserve #2. What is it? $6.99, Russ? I believe in the smaller snuff can containers. And this one, the special reserves, they're limited edition, as is this one. Not quite as limited as the Private Reserve #1, but still nonetheless fairly limited. So yeah, the scent on this, it's not going to zoom in. Yeah, it's kind of the front-facing camera. Scents of rose, blackcurrant, lime, sandalwood, and cedarwood. Now, the scent was something where I was kind of reading and I'm like, I don't know. And to be quite honest, it was a surprise when I opened the tub. Going off the scents, you'd think this is something, kind of fruity, kind of floral, kind of. I would put this into the lighter scents. Maybe not a winter scent. It's definitely not heavy. It's rather springtime, early summer. Yes, I think it is cologne. Well, I don't know if it was based off of cologne, but it smells like one. And to be quite honest, Russ, don't hit me for this one. Brad, glad you could make it. You're traveling, okay. Now, I'd almost put this into the unisex kind of realm because it's such a nice and light scent. I think women might enjoy this one too, but it's by no means a female scent. I mean, you could go off of it with the rose, with the black currant, and all that kind of stuff. It's not. It's a really nice, fresh kind of. It's got a little bit of fruitiness just hidden away. The rose is just kind of giving it just a little bit of that floral. Digging it. Sorry. Now, yeah, got carried away. Pardon me. Use it right before you ride your unicycle. I've tried a unicycle once. That didn't go well. Trust me. Now, the other ones that I got are here in the snuff can. It's the regular lineup. The White Buffalo, which is gardenia and sandalwood. The next one I got was the Aces and Eights. Bourbon, vanilla, and lavender. That's a real surprise there. Check that out. Really dark soap. I take it from the vanilla. And this just smells wonderful. This smells... You need a 4-ounce tub of the Billy the Kid soap. Russ, I'll let you respond to that one. And I got me some, yeah, it smells like that a little bit too. It's got a, although there's nothing in it, if you don't really pay attention to it right away, it's got, you can take the vanilla out of it, but it almost smells a little bit chocolatey. It smells delicious, to be quite honest. And then there's the Winter Lodge. This one here, Winter Lodge. And this smells like you're sitting in the living room and somebody's baking Christmas cookies. Delicious. Nailed it. You get a little bit of that hazelnut coming out of it. Just wonderful. Yeah, and then Russ was kind enough to include some samples. The James and Artemis. The Black Sails. I've had this sample before, but all I got to do was sniff it for a brief second, and then a friend of mine took it off of me. And the Pinkerton. So, looking forward to those samples. I am going to put those aside right now. And also the tubs, because they do not come with waterproof labels. And I tend to make a mess of the place when I shave. Looks like a dolphin just had some fun in the sink. I also got the private Reserve #1 solid cologne and the #2 solid cologne. So that's what we are. Oh, they're all waterproof now? Fantastic. That's good news. There's an update. So, all right. So, you guys know what we're using as a soap. Gonna give that a go. As a razor today, Brad had the request to use the red tip, Gillette red tip. This is the A2 date code. Beautiful. Incidentally, compliments of Brad. Wonderful razor. A little more on the aggressive side of medium. I'm okay with any scent that is either masculine or unisex. Yeah, now this one is definitely a lighter scent, and I think unisex, you'd think it's kind of a feminine scent that men can sport. No, this is a masculine scent that women can sport. I'd go that route. So, but it's definitely a lighter scent. It's definitely not something, you know, you would picture winter having heavier scents, stronger notes. This is more geared towards springtime. A little bit on the lighter side, slightly floral. Compliments of Lock Butcher, by the way, just in case he does see this. We're all in touch with our feminine side, right, guys? Good one, Kevy. No, that's what I was trying to not convey. That this is a feminine scent. This is not. So, right, razor. You saw? Cough, cough. Yes, Kevy, some more than others, right? Now, as far as brushes go, I've got 3 soaking. I've got my Sterling 26mm Badger Finest. I've got the horse in the Ever Ready 100T. And I've got my little Samog boar. What'll it be? You guys decide. And while we're at it, as far as blades go, I do have the Gillette Platinum Ruby. Or, if you guys want to see something else, I do have a Permasharp laying out. This was, I think, from the last shave. Unused Permasharp. Never used one before. So, your call, guys. And while you guys are making the decision, I'm going to ask another question. How did everybody survive Black Friday? Like the question on your shave, Kevy. The Rotbart Extra din. those are dug away. That would take me a minute to get it. Sorry, Brad. Kevy, it's not called, well, they might be called tights in England. Over here in the US, they're called leggings. And if that's what you're sporting, yeah, all the more to you. Yoga pants. Not everybody is suited to wear yoga pants. So yeah, I'm good with either the ruby or the permasharp. Okay. It's cold here in Scotland. Yeah. I'm still not seeing any pictures of snow, so it can't be that cold. Brad already sent some pictures of snow. So it's cold in Canada. But then again, they're Canadians. They're used to it. Anything? Right now, it's kind of in between. On the blade, on the brushes. I haven't heard anything about the brushes, guys. So, what'll it be? Yeah, the cold, nasty rain weather, British weather. As far as Black Friday goes, Kevin, to answer your question, I really had to constrain myself. There were some great offers on no, maggot razors, then Italian barber. So it was tough. This year it was really tough. Now, brushes, we've got the horsehair, I'm dripping all over the place. The Ever Ready 100T Reknot, the Samog Boar, the 1438, and the 26 mil Finest Badger from Sterling. I've all been soaking for the last, I don't know what, 15-20 minutes. A little longer than I typically like to have them in there. But horse, please. Okay. At least we've got one choice. Anybody else want to chime in? Now, did anybody else go crazy on Black Friday? Hi-ho, silver. Okay, I guess it's going to be the horse. Yeah, I've placed a small order with Joe at Razor Rock, aka Italian Barber. He had some offers in there which I just couldn't go past, and but a small order, and the other one was Maggard's. I actually wanted because they had on offer an R41 head for under $20. Unfortunately, I missed the first 10 minutes when it went live. Went live at 4. I think I bounced on there at 4:10, 4:12, somewhere along that line. Sold out. So, no R41 this year. Alright, so, before we keep babbling here, let's get into the shave. The horse has been nominated. This is the Ever Ready 100T Reknot with a blonde horse. And it does hold a lot of water. Now, as you can see, it doesn't have huge amounts of backbone, but it's got a little. So, let's just get the other two brushes out of the water so they don't keep soaking. Gonna dip the tips, shake them out, and had to be a horse with, yeah, okay, Wild West horse. So I just dipped the tips, shook it out. There's still just ever so slight little bit of water in the tips. And I'm just going to pinch down on the knot a little bit because the top size, the opening, isn't the biggest. That's a good way if you want to restrict it. Shoot low, they're riding Shetland ponies. Now, while we've got Russ here, what was your what was the thought behind this scent? Just like to kind of, a little curious there. Is this going off of some sort of cologne, or just stumbled upon it? Look at that. You guys, I don't know if you guys can pick this up. The sheen on this stuff is insane. Already in the tub. Let's get some water on the face. Just picking up what's on the surface in the tub. Wow, this already looks like the soft serve ice cream. Let's get lathering. Yeah, kind of like the old Reese's peanut butter cup commercial. Wow. Now the tartness of that lime is coming through. Really nice and refreshing. Just gonna dip the tips a little bit. Because we are a little dry. You got your lime in my rose, you got your rose in my lime. Ah, Russ! Wow. Okay, the scent strength right out of the tub is not necessarily weak. I mean, I'm talking a solid 6 minimum. On the face, that's like a 7 to an 8. Okay, somebody asked you about a lime and rose scent. Well, I'll tell you what, this came out great. It's really nice and fresh. Just a little bit more water. Oh, shoot. I totally forgot. Can somebody text Tony? Maybe on Instagram. He asked for a notice, and I totally forgot. Steve, Kevy, anybody, would you do me the favor real quick? Even by themselves, they're pretty good, but I thought it needed some woody balance. Yes, definitely. I mean, you don't really get the woods coming out of it. Yeah, I know, but he's gonna kill me for it. You don't really get the woodsy part of it. It's not very prominent, but it just kind of grounds everything else and keeps it from going like overboard. Wow. Okay, check that lather out. This is fantastic. This is super creamy. Brilliant. Now the lime's fading a little bit, and we're getting more into the getting a little bit of sandalwood. Nice. It's starting to come out. All right, so since nobody else had any preference, I am going to go with the Gillette Ruby. Second shave on it in the reading the text messages just kind of, it'll throw you off a little bit there. Yes, just to kind of answer that question. Hold on, let me get started first, Brad. All right, let's get going here. Okay. To be quite honest, I'm not even feeling the blade right now. Wow. That's incredible. Okay. Still a little dry on the soap. Needs just a tad more water. Doesn't rinse quite as nice as I'd like. And you don't notice the wood as much on the dry down. Now, Brad was mentioning the CB razor, the Christopher Bradley, the all brass razor. That is new. Oh, wow. Please, Lord, let this be a horsehair and not a mustache. The all brass Christopher Bradley. Yes, I am getting that as a beta tester. So, looking forward to that. If you don't know about that razor yet, check out Brad's Instagram. He's got links to the manufacturer. These are handmade in Canada. Brad, if you don't mind giving us some details, you're way better than explaining this one. Because you were involved in the development. So, wow. Okay. Let me get some water on the face here and then we'll continue. First of all, the shave is going excellent. That combination, red tip and the Gillette Ruby, is fantastic. Super smooth. Didn't even feel the blade really, and it mowed it down nicely. This was 2 days, solid 2 days of growth, 2.5, somewhere along that line. This was superb. And the scent, I don't know, it keeps going between the lime and a little bit of the floral. It's fantastic. I am gonna dip this again just to get some water in it because it was a little dry. Glide is excellent. I mean, you saw I didn't lather too long or load the brush too long, and this is a good result. Good one, Russ. I'm liking it. And this horse brush, great choice. Thank you, guys. Super soft. If you're looking for an alternative to a badger, a horsehair is really not a bad choice, because some people tend to go to the synthetics. Yes, the Wild West Shaving Company soaps are tallow. Just to answer that question. I think it actually has tallow as the first ingredient. I like that. Now, as far as some people go to the synthetics because they don't want to use a brush that, you know, an animal was killed for. Okay, with the boars, you can eat them, so you know nothing goes to waste. So I like that's okay. The badgers, that's a little something else. But a horse hair brushes. The horse only gets a haircut. It's a renewable source. So just saying. All right, going against the grain. Wow. Question: is that soap scent better than the Private Reserve #1? Loaded question. It's. I wouldn't say it's better. It's different. The Private Reserve #1 was based off of a cologne. This is a scent that was created to be a cologne. If you understand what I'm trying to say. It serves different purposes, basically. This is a nice, like I said, this is almost a springtime summery scent. Whilst the Private Reserve #1 would be something something I would wear maybe in the evenings to go out. This is a very light scent. This is something for let's say a garden party, along that line, if you get what I mean. And the Private Reserve #1 would be for going to the theater or going for dinner or something like that. So I'm not saying one is better than the other. They are different. Wow. This was a good choice. The soap performance is great. Glides along just fantastically. And check out the rest slickness. Yep. There's plenty of rest slickness, guys. You could say PR1 is a fougere. And Private Reserve #2 is a woody flory wood. What was that? It disappeared on me. Well, that's getting fancy. Not everybody knows what a fougere is. These are the official scent classifications, what you would put them into. Not everybody is familiar with that. Wow. Guys, if you got... Nobody wants to kill the badger. Just shave him down. Well, unfortunately, badgers are rather nasty animals when you try to hold them and shave them. They don't necessarily agree with that process. So, I'm just gonna wet the face a little bit, get things moving. Wow. The slickness on this, on the face right now is insane. This is just, it's all over the place. Wow. Well done. So, if you guys get a chance to sample that ruby blade, give it a go. It's a really nice, sharp, smooth blade. Let's say if you try to shave one, you will probably get... The haggis is much more of a tame animal, yes. The wild roaming haggis. But it's getting a little rare, I've heard. It's on the endangered list. You're having to resort to the farm-raised ones. The wild haggis, it's difficult to be sighted. It's an interesting idea on that one, but not every hair is made to be a shave brush. Check out that lather. I wish you could see this properly. I dislike this front-facing camera, that it does not zoom in well, and that the resolution isn't quite there. Yeah, it was about a year for the females. Yeah, I've heard. Those poor haggises. Slickness is wow. Now, Russ, did you do anything to this formulation? Just asking. This is wow. Blown to bits right now. I've not been bitten this year. Now there's a little challenge. Well, not really. I did slip and fall on the floor though and had to scoop it up in a hurry. Excellent. Seem to be getting better at lathering this, and since I tanked the last couple of shaves with the the soaps, most of them way too wet and going in dry. But this one turned out really nice. I mean, this was easily done. Trouble spot. Right there. Annoying. Rest is good. Alright. That's it. Wow. Let me rinse off real quick. Hey, as far as the haggises goes, Kevin, you need to shoot, well, get one on camera. Definitely. Hey, Spence. Thank you for joining. We just got finished. So, 20% more fragrance concentration. Okay, so that's the only difference in this soap. Yeah, no worries. Wow. The post-shave is incredible. The haggis is a very timid beast. Yes, so I've heard. It's really hard to get. In Germany, we have something very similar. It's called the Wolpertinger. Very timid, very hard to find. It's, I think, somewhat related to Nessie, as far as, you know, the availability on film. But yeah, Kevy, You owe us a picture now. I know you go out on walks with Riley, so keep your eyes peeled. We definitely want to see pictures. Wow. Got a little weeper here and a little weeper there. Typical. Wow. There it is. I already took it out. Witch hazel. Just the standard variety. It only allows them caught in the Haggy catcher. Trained for 3 years. Oh, okay. So you need special licensing to catch a haggis. Take it, that's why they are so rare. Seeing them in the shops and all. Now that's a traditional that's one of those traditional Scottish professions, I take it. Like kilt maker. Now, wow. While this is drying off, let's just go through what we've used. I can take a picture of my own haggis, but or Instagram for that matter. We have used today the Wild West Shaving Company Private Reserve #2. Brilliant. Really like the scent, nice and fresh. It's that lime really kicked out, but it wasn't all just, you know, full lime. Hey Jailhouse, I'm sorry. But I'm glad you could join. Now we're getting into the fun part. Just shooting the breeze. Wonderful little tub. Scent wise, just rose, blackcurrant, lime, sandalwood, and cedarwood. And a really nice fresh scent with some earthiness, you know, just kind of on the bottom layer, just to kind of ground it all. The rose just kind of gives a little bit of a just slight floral. Really nice. Kevy, is that haggis you have? Ooh, I better watch out. It's a family program. Spence, I'm not joking. I know you're into somewhat cologne-y scents. You might like this one. It's nice and fresh. Definitely good for the summertime. I know you guys are really starting to warm up now. Time for the solid cologne. You are correct. Hold on. Coffee. Wow. And just put the witch hazel up. Hot as balls here. Yeah, what temperatures are we looking at? I mean, we're starting to really get cold around here. So, solid cologne. First time using this. This is what it looks like. Comes in these little tins. And I have no clue how this is going to go. Just gonna rub a little here. This is pretty hard. All right, let's see how this. It may ruin a perfectly good shave. I don't think so. I just want to get a little bit more on here. I think the fingers are a little on the cold side. Should have had this sitting in maybe some warm water. It's not really warm in here right now. All right. Yep. Wow. Scent is dead on. You get just a tad more of the black currant on this one. Very nice. Just twizzle that in. Yep. Well, this is the first time I'm using a solid cologne, so I used Wolfpack Ice Pack for mine last night. Menthol is definitely good. Well, you know, when it's warming up, so it won't melt and run out. Okay, so you made it harder on purpose. Now that makes sense, but like I said, I'm a novice at solid colognes. Kevy's the pro. He's got a few on that one, and smells really nice. Very nice. I need some sort of an aftershave, a scentless aftershave, maybe like snake bite. Because right now I'm missing the burn. It's really, it's killing me. I need the burn. Yeah, that's Ken Surf's line. Love the burn. Man, the scent is nice. Hey, Abe. Yeah, you unfortunately, we're pretty well done. But like I said, if you still care to stay, I don't have any snake bite. That's kind of a problem. That's why I was saying I think I might need to get some. If I'm going to be using these solid colognes, that may be the only merit for me to make a splash the burn. Hey, I'd love to see a splash. Hint, hint. Nothing fancy, you know. A little bit of alcohol, just a hint of menthol maybe. Love snake. Yeah, I've never tried it. Never tried the snake bite. Tell you what though. We'll go with the scentless option. This is absolutely unscented. Now, as far as face feel goes, I don't need it. Soap did wonders there. But I don't know, I'm missing something in the shave here. Snake bite after using cryogen. It actually hurts my face. Man, you're into some, wow. that just sounds painful. Cryogen, it's called cryogen for a reason. It makes you cry. Dedicated menthol heads are cringing using that. Now I'm feeling complete. At least I put something on my face. Solid cologne is really nice. Gotta figure this stuff out. Oh heck yeah! When are you gonna do your first live jailhouse? Let me know. I'll try and join in. Now, if you guys can see this, this is what's left. As you can see, there was still plenty of water inside that brush. And even with the amount of water, let's just play with this a little bit. The slickness is just insane. Wow. This is way watered down. This is 3 passes, what's left inside the brush. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Hey, Tony. It was my fault. I'm sorry. I totally forgot to let you know. I apologize. A nice brush. My wife's grandma gave me one just like it. It was her dad's. Yeah, this is a Reknot that I got from the Wisconsin shaver from Troy. He reknotted this with a horsehair. And it's a blonde horsey. So, and Kevy, guys, thank you very much for picking this one. Fantastic for the shave. Brilliant. Now, Spence, saw you had a new brush also. Something with a mixed hair knot. I'm from Wisconsin, and I've been wanting to get it reknotted. I don't know if he did it himself or if he had somebody do it. I mean, as far as reknotting, I can always recommend J.R. Reyes. Great guy, wonderful gentleman. Does great work in restoring vintage brushes. I believe there's also Frank from Strike Gold Shaving that does that. Now, if you're on Instagram, hit up the Wisconsin Shaver. If you can find him. I don't know if he reknotted this one himself because nope. What? Nope. Like I said here, it doesn't zoom very well. This is the front-facing camera, and it always kind of sucks. But yeah, beautiful Everready 100T. And the knot in this, like I said, the horsehair, beautiful. Oh, not on Instagram. Okay, I'm sorry. That's basically the only way I know how to get a hold of him. Oh. So, I'll ask him if you're okay with it, and just leave a brief comment here on this shave, so I know when I get in touch with you again, because the messages on YouTube suck. Sometimes I see them like a week later because they don't pop up, and yeah, unfortunately that's a little. But if you leave a quick comment underneath this video, then I can respond to you and you'll get notified. We'll work something out in case you're interested. Shouldn't be a problem. So yeah. Spence, I was asking about. Are you still listening? I was asking about that mixed hairbrush that you got. Looks interesting. Unfortunately, you didn't mention what kind of mix it was. I know you were thrilled about it. So, yeah. I mean, we're pretty well getting into the comfortable part here. 53 minutes in. We're pretty well done. The shave was fantastic. Superb. Nice, smooth. Wow. Smelling good. Now, like I said, I do have to get used to the solid colognes a little bit. Probably apply it like Kevy said, more like I do the mustache wax. Just scrape out a little bit with the nail, and then much like you do the pre-shave, Kevy, right? That Gentleman's Groom Room pre-shave. The I don't know what that is. A salve. I don't know how to pronounce that. That you were applying in your hands and basically getting to melt on your palms. But like I said, today I've got a little bit cooler hands since the house isn't all too warm. Because it was steaming up in here, so I turned the heating off. It's getting a little cool now. Insulation on these houses down south is not the best. You lose heat quickly. Try that in Europe. Man, I love this scent. Really nice limey with just kind of adding a little twist to it with that black currant is wonderful. Giving it the floral with the rose, just kind of on the top end. Unrefined shea butter. Yep, that was the one. give it my best attempt at Scottish. The gentleman's groom room. Hey guys, I've got to go. Great shave as always. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you for joining in. Have a great weekend. To be quite honest, I think I'm it's around 4 now. I think I'm going to call it 2 because I got to get ready for work. And yeah, I want to be at work around about 6-ish. So it gives me about an hour just to kind of get ready, get dressed, and prepped. And I do not want to go in there. It's looking a little red. Don't feel anything. So thank you for joining, Arthur. And yeah, great. I mean, seriously, guys, this was a fantastic shave. The scent on this, top notch. Performance, not to be argued. So, Russ, fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you for joining and answering a couple of those questions. And everybody else, thanks for being here. I'm sorry for waking you for a couple of minutes here, Tony. Sorry you got the message so late. Yeah, I apologize. So yeah, unless anybody else wants to talk about anything else. God, I got to see your haggis. I did not poke out my haggis. So yeah. Spence will shoot you a message about. Oh, okay. Thank you, Steve, about that brush. Yeah, it's just kind of interesting, you know, if there's something new out there. I know he was talking about. Hold on. You are correct. Let's get that fixed up real quick. Let's just use the 50 cuffs, the wax. And he was talking about what is it? Pantaray had a new knot out called a Mustang, which is a mix of badger and horse, I believe. Just basically working in the hands, just like the solid cologne. Just liberally working it in. Oh, oh, okay. I figured I might as well do this real quick because I got to do it later anyway. Yeah, he was talking about the Mustang knot being something he wants to try, and then he comes along and says he's got a mixed hair knot. I was just kind of wondering if it was that one. Yeah, I'm leaving it long since I'm going to work. I'm not gonna twirl it up too much. Just keep it simple. And this always likes to split off. I don't know why. There we go. Just kind of keeping it in place. It's getting a little unruly, I'll tell you that. So, all right. Looking good. I gotta work on that. So yeah, I'll let you guys go. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you enjoyed it. Using the Wild West Shave Co. Private Reserve #2. Fantastic. Ever Ready 100T with a horse knot, re-knot. Great brush. Like I said, good alternative to a badger if you're looking for softness. Sometimes they do come a little bit as a wet noodle. That depends on how you set them and what the horsehair is made of. This one is medium. A nice little medium brush. The other one I have is a bit more of a wet noodle. Shaver today, the Gillette Red Tip A2. Fantastic razor. Paired with a Gillette Ruby on its second shave, and guys, super smooth. Seriously, if you guys get a chance to sample it, give it a shot. Great blade. And then finished off with the matching Solid Cologne Private Reserve #2. Guys, have a great weekend. Thank you for joining. I'm off to work. You guys have a good one. Thanks very much. Bye, guys. Bye, Tony.